Hello, hello, everybody. Happy Sunday. It is Nun Day, Sunday, Nun Day. Actually, tomorrow's the sprint, so I thought I would hop on and give you some tips for those of you who are saying to me, but I don't have time. You don't have time. You don't have time for all these things. I'm going to talk to you about that today. If anybody gets on, hello. Who's there? Say hello. I'm just sitting here minding my own business, waiting for my girls to come. Here we come. That's it. Here comes everybody. Yay. Hi, Amy. And Roberta's there. Hi, Roberta. Look at all this hair. How do you like that? That's a haircut right there. Hello, Autumn. That's my friend from Paleo Valley, Autumn. That's where we have a recommendation. If you look on Leanne Recommends page, you'll see Paleo Valley's link there. All of their meat sticks are amazing. Believe me, you don't want to get them anywhere else. They just don't compare. Hi, Carla from Kentucky. Good to see everyone. Come on in. We're getting ready for the sprint. The sprint is tomorrow, you guys, and I just want to get all into this. There's Lisa. Roberta just cut her hair too. Kimberly Gray. You like my new do? I'm not sure. I mean, I kind of do, but my hair grows so fast anywhere, so it doesn't matter. Hi, Donna and Kimberly. Soup's on, man. I know she's talking about the sprint. You guys, it's the sprint. We do this once a month, and it's just thebomb.com. And listen, I created this for everybody so that they had no excuse for not doing an anti-inflammatory plan. And also, it gives you an opportunity to see what an anti-inflammatory plan is like and how it works, because we have thousands of people in that doing the sprint. We all do it at one time. You can do it at any time, but we do it as a group all at one time. And I will tell you, it is tomorrow. That's when it starts, tomorrow, February 3rd. And because it starts tomorrow, and for some of you who are saying, oh, but it's too late, I can't get in, I'm going to show you right now today how to sprint in a way even for people who don't have time, which, whatever. We're not even going to discuss what I don't have time means. But if you feel like I'm behind, I haven't made my bone broth, I didn't sprout my sprouts, whatever, I'm just going to show you exactly what it is that you can do in order to make the sprint work for you. Okay? If you go to savingdinner.com, you'll see a little banner that you click on. It will give you the sprint, and you can get all 18 pages that'll tell you everything about the plan and why we do what we do. Now, it's a great plan. I love it. I think it's brilliant the way it is. But if you don't have time and you're busy and you're just getting ready to start right this minute, right now, and just thinking, oh my gosh, I've got to go to the grocery store, I'm going to tell you how to do it in a way that will not overwhelm you, but actually make it really, really super simple for you. First of all, first things first, skip making the broccoli sprouts. It's too late now anyway. You can't get the sprouts made. Broccoli sprouts, the reason that they're in there is they're full of this component called sulforaphane. Sulforaphane is 10 times more potent in broccoli than it is broccoli sprouts is in broccoli, full-grown broccoli. And what you need to know about this is that this is the cancer-fighting component, one of the premier cancer-fighting components that's out there. And there's supplements full of sulforaphane. But what if you could get that in just some cheap broccoli seeds that you did yourself sitting on your windowsill, I do it all the time. As a matter of fact, downstairs I have 3 full trays of broccoli sprouts, and I am like full blown into them. I love them. They are amazing. They have a nice little flavor to them. They're not horrible. I love them. And I like to bring people along to the place of understanding how important green is in your life and how important green is in your body. And a lot of times we're taking people who have been eating a lot of processed foods, a lot of sugar, a lot of carbs, and we're bringing them over to a place where a lot of that is not happening, where it's we're going to give you some good healthy fats, we're going to give you some good healthy proteins, and we're going to give you a ton of green, which is where you're going to be getting your fiber. So when people ask me about all of that, I'm just Very, very simple plan. It's down to its basics, and it is strict for 7 days, yes. But the thing that I have found after working with, thousands of women on this plan is the strictness is what keeps you in the lane. You oftentimes use the bowling analogy of when you take a little kid to a bowling alley, you don't just give them a ball and tell them to go hit those pins down there. They put guardrails in the gutters. Otherwise, your kid would be hitting a gutter ball all the time, right? I mean, they just don't have the coordination to get the ball down the lane. And if it bounces a little bit off the gutter, bumpers, it's fun for them. And that's what this is about, because it keeps you in the lane. It keeps you in the lane. There's not a lot of guessing there. You don't have to guess what's there because it's pretty strict. There's if you're drinking coffee, you're drinking it black. If you're drinking tea, you're drinking it black. You're drinking water. You're not drinking any diet sodas. There's no sweeteners involved of any sort. And it's just very, very simple. And it's 7 days, and it puts you in a lane. It puts you in a lane with the guardrails up. Okay, so you can hit those pins going down. And we have had women who have told me after 30 years of doing everything under the sun, they have never, ever, ever been able to lose weight until they came to the sprint. So I have seen the success, but I'm not here to break it down and change the whole thing. What I am going to do, however, is show you how to do it in a way that if you're just right now starting and your printer's going off and printing out the plan, that you're overwhelmed, that you're not going to feel like you don't have time to do it, but that you can do it. Okay, so here's what you need to do. First of all, buy your salad mix, spinach, your baby spinach, or both, and buy those in the tubs, fresh, ready to go. I mean, most of us do that anyway, right? Do that. That way it's just super simple and it's a done deal. The second thing is the salad dressing. Well, a lot of you are looking at that and going, oh my gosh, making my own salad dressing. I just want to buy it. This is the one place where I'm going to say, make the salad dressing. It will take you approximately 3 minutes to make. 3 minutes. It will not kill you to make the salad dressing. So what I want you to do is just to make as much salad dressing as you think you're going to need for the week. So do a little math and figure it out. After you've gone through and read the whole plan, figure that salad dressing part out. The reason I'm saying this about the salad dressing is the dressing is huge because it's a good healthy fat. You've got apple cider vinegar in there. You've got garlic and a little bit of Dijon mustard. You've got a really delicious salad dressing. Every single ingredient in that salad dressing is anti-inflammatory. I cannot say that about any purchased salad dressing on the market. Remember this, that they're making a product, a food product that's already prepared on the market for profit. So the idea that they would use ingredients, the ones that I'm telling you to use in a salad dressing that you can buy in a bottle ready to go, are slim to none, or you're going to be spending like $10, $12 on that bottle of salad dressing. So just trust me on this, would you? And then throw it in a mason jar, throw it in the refrigerator. You'll be glad you did. Okay? That's the other thing. If you don't want to make the soup, and I've had some people who've pushed back on the soup, I'd really like you to make the soup. You can buy all those vegetables already made, already chopped, and ready to go, pretty much, right? You can use cauli rice in there. You can get some coleslaw mix and use it for the cabbage. Whatever. You can get that that's already ready to go, with few exceptions. You can buy bone broth. You can buy bone broth. And if you already done, you've got Kettle and Fire, Pacific makes one. You can find it in. Bone broth is findable in almost any grocery store these days. I would love you to use bone broth as much as you can, simply because of the extra minerals and the L-glutamine, glycine, and lysine that's all in there and ready to help heal your gut and make you feel better. This is one of the things that is it's a big needle mover. Okay, so we've got that. The second thing is there are easy protein recipes in the document itself. There is 7 delicious, easy recipes. You've got hot melt salmon, hot melt meatloaf, all of them easy, 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 delicious, delicious, delicious. However, you don't have to use them. You can use any protein that you want. And On this plan, I'd like to see you use one piece of wild salmon at least during the week, just simply because, again, lots of omega-3 fatty acids, really good. It's a really anti-inflammatory fish, a really anti-inflammatory thing to eat. And so I just think it'd be really smart for you to put that on your. If you don't want to and you don't like salmon, whatever, then whatever you want to do, that's what, just follow the directions. Any way that you want. You can have a steak grilled. You can have a piece of chicken thighs. We use chicken thighs instead of chicken breasts because they have more fat. We want the fat. Take a look at the plan, determine what the recipes are that you want to use. Maybe a standard family recipe that you have would fit the parameters. Use that. You're not stuck using my recipes. I like them. I think they're easy. They're fun. They're delicious. Give it a try. The other thing is that is this your first or second time doing this? The intermittent fasting part is really an important part of the program. We need a good 12 hours between eating, so our last meal, and our breakfast. We break our fast, and we need a good 12 hours. So no snacking. There's no snacking in this program, and might be a hard thing for some of you, because if you think about snacks, we're not usually eating because we're hungry. We're usually eating because we're bored or we want a little entertainment. Well, our mouths are not a good place for our entertainment. We need to think of something else, and being bored is not a good excuse to eat. So that's one of the things that we do then, is that we pull out the snacking, and you have a good 12 hours of fasting between. It's like if you stop eating at 7 o'clock at night, you don't eat again until 7 o'clock in the morning, right? That's a good one. Now, for those of you who have done this before, really hungry and you just, want to just let it go, and you let your fasting time rise in 18 hours, that's fine. You might want to, break your fast with collagen shots instead of the Target trifecta smoothie. If this is your second or third time around, feel free to do that. And I mention that because I've had questions, about that on the past. How do you do this if you're just really not that hungry? Well, it's all about finding your hunger hormones again, finding hunger again, and finding not being hungry. So when you're not hungry, don't eat. Just because the clock says 12 o'clock and it's lunchtime, that doesn't mean you have to eat. So my biggest suggestion is that you have things available for you, but you don't eat them until you're ready to eat. So keep that in mind. The other thing is water and hydration, and here we go. Hydration is like of utmost importance. The people that I have polled and talked to who have done this program, and remember, we have 2,400 people in there. 2,400 people who have tried the Hot Melt Sprint. And from polling the people who've had the greatest success is that they have followed the plan. They followed it. They've also hydrated and took the hydration suggestions very seriously. They've also made sure, like, they're either doing hot melt mix, which has the exogenous ketones in it, and also has a little bit of MCT oil in, and all of the electrolytes, and they have not felt sick. This is an important part of it. So if you are going to be going from being, eating a lot of carbs and going over into this plan, there is an opportunity, if you will, for your body to get what they call the low carb flu. And the low carb flu doesn't feel good. It feels like the flu because your body is changing fuel sources from burning sugar to burning fat. And as you go through that, there's a little bit of a switch. So I suggest the hot melt mix because it has everything in it. Now, if you order it today, you'll probably get it by Tuesday or Wednesday, or Thursday even. But it will help because if you're trying to make this transition anyway, it will make a big, big difference. If you don't want to order that or whatever, run over to Walgreens or one of the big box stores and get some Nuns, Nuuns, the sports tablets. They've got a bunch of different ones, but what you want are the electrolyte ones, right? For sports. So look for that and use that. If push comes to shove and you just don't have anything, you can always put a little salt underneath your tongue. That will help a lot too. But the point is that as you're going through this whole stage, electrolytes matter. Oh, there's a hair in my face. There it is. Electrolytes matter, so you're going to want to make sure that you've got electrolytes coming in. The other thing is, just enjoy the process. There's also 4-minute workouts in there, real easy. There's a link there that shows you how to do them, and it's just a very simple thing to make things start to move again. There's also HIIT training in there, where I mentioned that. HIIT is high intensity interval training. Now you can do that in the way of a Tabata, and you can look that up on YouTube and see what a Tabata is. It's 4 minutes of high intensity stuff. Or you can do it you can do that on the stairs at home and just go up and down the stairs and just kind of maybe push it a little bit and get your heart going. It's just a matter of getting your heart up for a minute and then bringing it back down. And if you aren't used to doing these kind of things, then I would just suggest you just stick with a 4-minute workout. Try to get it in 3 times a day. If you have knee problems, if you have shoulder issues or whatever, the 4-minute workout has some modifications and shows you how to do it. This is Zach Bush, MD, who does this, and it's on YouTube. So check that out. I think that is it. That is basically it. So if you're not, if you're have been on the fence and it's just too much work and I don't want to do all of this, I got you. I've got your back. I get it. But I don't want you to ditch this opportunity to possibly change your life. And we've had a lot of people who've gotten off a lot of medications, who've lost a lot of weight, have kept it off, and are using Sprint principles now in their everyday living. I don't want you to miss this. This is bigger and something that you can do that's beyond the pale, beyond what you see out in, all these commercial, with celebrities hawking these awful, programs where you have to buy their hideous food that's all inflammatory, but just very, very low calories. Because we don't believe in the old calorie in, calorie out. There's no calorie counting on this plan. It's all about finding your hunger hormones again. It's eating when you're hungry. It's stopping when you're satisfied, and not eating to full. Because what happens with full? Full is Thanksgiving full. We don't need to do that anymore to ourselves, do we? We don't. You know what we need to do? We need to start honoring this body of ours, this ship. This is the thing this is our vehicle that's going to take us all through our lives. And how well we do in our lives and how much we can participate is very dependent on having this body of ours all tuned up. I want you to be able to play full out. I want you to participate fully. I don't want you sitting on the sidelines anymore, ducking out of pictures and feeling like you're just not enough. It starts here with this body. When we can start taking care of our bodies and feeling like we've got a little something under our belt and we're feeling good again, things start to change. Am I right, ladies? Am I right? There's some amens in there, I promise you. This is our quote of the week, which I think is a really good one. If God put Goliath in front of you, this must mean, and he must believe, that there's a David inside of you. Yeah, and I believe that too about you. Yeah, you don't know me yet, but if you do, if you come into the sprint, you will. You'll get to know me. And I promise you, we leave no one behind. Everybody comes. This is a community that has made a difference in everyone's life, including mine. And I have never seen women come together like this and have held each other's up and encouraged and supported one another. This is the kind of opportunity that, perhaps you've been waiting for a long time. So I want to see you there. I don't want to see you miss out. And don't forget to save the date, April 18th. That's our Take Back Your Life workshop, and it's going to actually start on the 17th if you decide to join us on that for the VIP meet and greet. We will have all kinds of things like dry farm wines. We'll have appetizers. It's going to be an amazing event. We're going to have swag bags for the VIPs, all of that. We're going to have everything. But you just have to get here to Brevard, North Carolina. Asheville is the airport. Mark it on your calendar. We will have everything, I believe, on Monday. I'll be able to share a link with you so you can get registered for this. This is going to be an event that you're not going to want to miss. Speaking of support, speaking of community, where you'll get to see and meet these women who have been a part of your community and part of your life. and have witnessed you change your life, you're going to want to be there. It's going to be something else. So that's what I have for you today. And don't forget, Q&A is on Friday. So if you have questions, send them into support@savingdinner.com and I will help you out with that. It's Super Bowl. I hope you're going to have a good time today. We have Super Bowl going on. In fact, we have sprint-worthy food. We're probably the only people on the planet serving a salad. Serving a salad. We're serving a salad. Yeah, we are. We're serving a salad. We've got bacon and tenderloin wrap bites with a horseradish sauce. Quite delicious. We have teriyaki wings. And I think Robert is bringing his famous cheese glop with pork rinds. I don't know what cheese glop is, but I'm about to experience it. I think there's a little bit of cheese involved. Let's see, I'm overweight. I'm not overweight, 5'3", but I do have fat around the middle. Yes, it will help with that. It's amazing what happens because it targets the inflammation. That's what this is about. You know, we as women, unfortunately, after a certain age, start to get fat around our bellies. It's nothing we want, but we can get rid of it. That's the good news. It does go away. There's a lot involved though. I mean, you can't just sit there and magically sprinkle fairy dust on your belly and say, go away. You know, I'm eating greens now. It doesn't quite work that way. Marla says there's Velveeta in there. Oh my word. Okay. I haven't eaten Velveeta since I was a kid. So my mother used to make Velveeta sandwiches with Miracle Whip on white bread. I lived. Alrighty, so I'll give you the word on the glop on Monday, and I wish you a wonderful time at any Super Bowl party that you're going to. And if you do have questions, by all means, send them into support@savingdinner.com. If it's a question for Friday at the Q&A that you want answered, I'll answer it on Friday. If it's something that you are, having a question about this particular program or whatever, let me know. I'll help you out any way I can. All right. I will see most of you, right, on Monday for the sprint. And if you want the sprint, it's free. And I suggest that you go get it. Go to savingdinner.com, and it's right there, right when you pop onto the website. You can't miss it. There's a link. Pop on it. We'll give it to you right then and there. And we'll also give you an invitation into our Facebook group, which you're going to want. You're going to want. You will want. Trust me. The V word, Velveeta. Yes, the V word. This is peace, y'all, not Velveeta. Peace out.